Uncle's Variety Hour. Uncle's Variety Hour. Uncle's Variety Hour. Uncle's Variety Hour. Uncles.
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 They're so cool.
I'm an uncle.
I'm an uncle too.
Uncles.
Yeah!
Uncle's Variety Hour. Uncle's Variety Hour. Uncle's Variety Hour. Uncle's Variety Hour.
Hello, boys and girls.
Hi.
I hope you're all excited for another episode of
Uncle's
Variety Hour. I'm your Uncle B.
And I'm Uncle Chunky.
That's right.
Hi.
Hi. Hello, boys and girls. Hi, nieces and nephews, wherever you may be. If you're out in the space stations listening from far away, if you're somewhere on Earth huddled up in a cave next to an old transistor radio that you found in a trash can, we're here for you. We're here to talk about uncle things. We're here to inform all the little nieces and nephews.
We want you to know what's going on Earth.
That's right. We also want to make sure that we can show off the special talents of each and every niece and nephew we can find.
Are you a niece?
Are you a nephew?
Do you have talents?
Are they special?
Do you live in a post-apocalyptic Earth and want to find two special uncles?
Are you lonely and sad all the time and want to find someone who can take care of you?
What are your thoughts on sauce?
What are your feelings about spatulas?
What are
You,
doing?
tonight,
You should be tuning in to
to
Uncle's
Variety Hour.
And if you'd like to come by the program, feel free to come by the program or call us at 301 314 6565.
Call us up. Tell us how you're feeling. Tell us what you're doing to survive in the wasteland that is the remnants of Earth.
Show us your special abilities.
Tell us about your uncles.
And if you'd like to come into contact with us, we can discuss the ins and outs of being an uncle, including the most important rule for being an uncle.
Well, Uncle Junkie, what's the most important rule of being an uncle?
Well, the most important rule of being an uncle is that all uncles must possess a trench coat, or they must have formerly possessed one in another life.
That's right. It's a necessary implement for uncle knowledge and uncle identification. You don't need to be wearing your trench coat, but you better have one.
You better, or in another life, you should have one there. Just possessing a trench coat is very important to your well-being and regular bowel activity.
That's right. And we said that you could have a trench coat in another life. I think we should talk about the importance of the uncle spirit now.
Yes, we should.
The uncle spirit is something that transcends space and time. Uncles can trace their lineage back through the eons to their former lives.
There have been many uncles.
Many uncles.
And many nieces and nephews who called those uncles uncle.
That's right. Back in time, uncles used to be nieces and nephews until they became uncles.
Yes. And in order to discuss past uncledom, your Uncle B and I thought we would kick off the program with a short dramatic play about the first uncles.
That's right, the very first ones.
So, can we get a lights, camera, trench coat from the audience?
Lights.
Let's all chant together.
Lights, camera, trench coats. Lights, camera, trench coats. Lights, camera. Hey, come on. Oh, my God.
Oh, he's
This guy's back.
always there.
Sorry.
Go back to your seat. We're about to start performing.
Okay, I wish you the best of luck.
Thanks.
A dramatic reading of The First Uncles by Uncle Charleston.
And Uncle Snooze.
We begin on a shot of the earth before there were uncles. The lights come up on the stage to reveal a niece sitting by herself in a field.
This is a lovely field. Look at all the poppy seeds. I love poppy seeds. Oh no! There's a poppy seed in my nose, and I don't know how to get it out. Could anybody who might happen to be related to me help me? I'm distressed.
Hello, little girl.
Who are you?
Well, I'm your dad's brother.
Hi.
You look like you could use some help. What's wrong?
Well, I was in the field enjoying the poppy seeds, and I got one stuck in my nose. How do I get it out?
Well, gee, I don't know, but there's a wise old spirit who lives up on top of that cliff over there. Maybe he can help us.
Oh, wow, that's a big cliff. Sounds like it would be a big adventure.
Let's go!
Okay. Do-do-da-da-do-do, ha-hoo, ha-hoo. Do-do-do-da-do-do, ha-hoo, ha-hoo. We had an adventure to find the cliff. We're going to walk up the cliff and see the spirit, and my uncle's with me, and I still have a poppy seed in my nose. Do-do-do-do-do-do, hoo-ha.
Hello.
Who are you?
Oh, little girl, I'm your dad.
Oh,
You shouldn't be traveling around with strange people on cliffs. You could get hurt.
I don't think this person is strange. He's my uncle. He's my dad's brother.
My brother. I do not care for my brothers. Brothers are not something that are needed in this world.
I wouldn't expect you to care for your brother. That's what your parents are supposed to do.
Well, little girl, seems like your parent isn't taking very good care of you.
I agree.
Stop that, brother. You have no idea what forces you are dealing with. Well, brother, I know that this is a little girl who needs my help. She needs a poppy seed taken out of her nose. No, she does not. She needs that poppy seed to stay there. No, she needs help. No, she does. She needs help. No.
What do I need? I need guidance from a paternal figure.
I'll be your paternal figure. I am your paternal figure. I'm your uncle. I'm your dad.
What am I going to do? Mwah, mwah, mwah.
The little girl steps forward into the center of the stage. The rest dims. A spotlight comes up on her. She begins to sing.
Oh, my nose has a poppy seed in it.
The spotlight over the little girl fades. Another spotlight comes up with the uncle in it. He begins to sing. Oh, I must help this little niece. spotlight fades. Another spotlight comes up on the other side of the stage with the dad. He begins to sing, I am your dad. Spotlight fades. All lights come back up.
What should we do about this? Oh, look who that is. I don't even know who that is. It's just a foreign man. Hi. 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 Hi.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi.
My name is Uncle Snooze. I am your mother's brother. I am not related to your other uncle by blood, but I am related to your other uncle by association.
All uncles share a common bond. Hi, Uncle Snooze.
Hi, Uncle Charleston.
It's good to see you here on this cliff. We're trying to visit the spirit who lives on top, but my brother, this little girl's dad, is trying to stop us.
That's right, I want to stop them.
Oh, shut it, Daddy.
Don't tell me what to do. I married your sister.
Oh,
And then I had sexual relations with her and made this little girl.
that's a very good point, but that does not make you any more entitled to get that poppy seed out of the little girl's nose.
I don't care about the poppy seed in her nose. I just want to smother her and not let her do things.
Look how sad she is. Listen to her whimper.
Whimper. Whimper.
Don't
Whimper.
whimper, little girl. I'm
Whimper.
gonna help you.
Keep whimpering, little girl. Whimper. I don't care about your Whimper. thoughts or feelings. Whimper.
Well, this doesn't look right. Uncle Charleston, I think we should take this little niece and go bring her to the spirit.
That's right. But first, I'm gonna fight my brother. No, I'm going to defeat you. I'm gonna kill you with my fist. No, stop punching
Hold
me.
on. Let me, as the
Ow.
niece, dictate the rules of the fight.
Oh, I was just gonna punch him until he died, but that's okay too. I respect your opinions, little girl.
Well, let me dictate the rules. Rule number 1. All blood must be licked up because I think blood is icky.
That sounds kind of weird to me, but I respect your thoughts, so I'll follow along.
I don't like this rule. It's dumb.
Rule number 2. All angry thoughts and statements must be kept to yourself because angry thoughts and statements are icky.
Well, I couldn't have any angry thoughts around you, little girl. You make me happy just by seeing you.
I'm always angry. All my thoughts are anger. You can't stop me from thinking them.
Rule number 3. My dad has to fight from the bottom of the mountain.
What? That doesn't make any sense. How can I
I'm
fight him? He's all the way
dictating
up
the
there. But I
rules.
don't care about your thoughts.
Sorry, Daddy.
Sorry, brother.
I'm sorry, brother-in-law.
Fine, I'll go down to the bottom of the mountain.
Yay! Now let's climb to the top of the mountain.
Hold up a second, little girl. I'm gonna throw this boulder down at my brother so he gets crushed and dies.
Oh no, a boulder.
Wow, my dad is toast.
Yep, he's dead now.
I love toast.
Me too. Maybe later I can make you some. But first, let's get that poppy seed out of your nose.
Yay!
Yay!
So, Uncle Charleston, I think I know what we need to do. We need to tag team as uncles. We need to cast the magic uncle spell, and then the poppy seed will get picked out of her nose by the spirit uncle.
Sounds like a good plan, Uncle
Snooze.
Snooze. Great plan. It's so great, I just can't think about anything else other than how great that plan was.
Of course. I'm just thinking about keeping all my angry thoughts and statements to myself in adherence to the rules.
I can't wait until we get back to the bottom of the mountain so I can lick up all of my brother's blood in accordance with the rules.
I can't wait to eat the poppy seed from the niece's nose.
I'll let you do that. That sounds a little weird to me.
I enjoy poppy seeds almost as much as I enjoy nieces.
I enjoy nieces most. Almost as much as nephews.
Oh, that's a good call. Hey, question. Are you wearing a trench coat or did you possess one in a previous life?
I don't have one on me now, but in a past life, I bought one at a store.
Hell yeah, motherfucking
Yeah,
right!
that's fucking right.
Yeah.
Fucking trench coats.
Yeah, we don't fuck around. We have
Shit,
trench
no.
coats.
We're uncles. We got trench coats and shit.
Yeah, Popo can suck it. Daddies can suck it. We'll pop a cap in everyone with our trench coats.
That's fucking right. Oh, you original uncles, motherfucker.
Yeah, I love my uncles.
We love you, little girl.
Hell yeah!
Fucking right. Let's do a magic spell,
Let's
motherfucker.
do this spell. All right.
Yo, drop a sick beat for this spell.
All right.
Oh yeah, motherfucker. We're climbing up to get at that seed. This little girl is what happens when you breed. That dad and her mom made the girl. We're gonna make things better. We're gonna rock her world. That spirit will come down and get the seed. She will be so glad. She will need to hug us both and give us some love. I love her so much. She fit me like a glove.
Oh, wow. The poppy seed is slowly slithering out of my nose.
Shit, yeah. Yo, Uncle Snooze, do the second half of the Uncle Magic rhyme.
Well, an uncle's an uncle, no matter how tall. Uncles are the coolest family members of all. Uncles cast spells almost as well as wizards and lizards. Oh, damn hell! Uncles, we racking up this motherfucking game. No two uncles are the same, but we all share a common bond. We like dads, but not as much as moms.
The poppy seed slowly begins to rise out of the little girl. It floats up in the air via suspension from a string hanging from the top of the stage. Then another string lowers and a spirit comes down, but due to technical trickery, it looks like it's just coming out of the seed.
Hey, it's me. It's Spirit.
Whoa,
Hey,
shit! It's the spirit!
Hey, it's me.
Hey, Spirit, thanks for your help in getting out the seed.
Of course.
Did you like our sick beats?
I'm on stage right now.
We fucking rehearsed this, Spirit. What are you doing?
No.
You're supposed to give a tender monologue about love and caring.
No, normally I just join in at the end of the chants on the program, but I'm on stage. I'm the
God
spirit.
damn it, we gave you one job. You're supposed to be the spirit.
Okay, I'll be the spirit. So can I'm gonna pick your nose.
Oh my God.
Okay.
All right, let me just get a little finger in there. Oh, you look like you got a lot of mucus in there. Oh, I remember being an uncle. I still am an uncle. I'm gonna pick your nose.
Come on, man. It's time for your
Okay,
song. Are you ready?
Okay.
Lights go down. Spotlight shines on the spirit in the middle of the stage.
Picking nose. Get the poppy seed out. I'm picking nose. Get the poppy seed out. Uncle, 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 uncle,
yeah, uncles.
uncle, uncles, uncle.
No,
Okay,
come
now
on,
I'm gonna
man,
leave.
you're
I'm gonna leave now.
Supposed to stop when the rest of us stop.
It's okay. I'm gonna leave. It's okay. It's out. It's out.
Wow! It's out. The poppy seed has evacuated my nose.
That's great, little girl. Now, are you ready to go home?
Yeah, are you ready to go home? I think so. I first want to go back to the field and frolic for a little while longer. Well, I have an important question for you first. Yes, Uncle Snooze, can I eat your poppy seed? And that's how it ends, on a freeze frame. Everyone laughing. Laugh with us, studio audience.
I was the spirit.
Now, boys and girls, we use a lot of inappropriate language in that play, but it's important to know plays are art, and it's okay to get away with inappropriate language when you're doing it for the sake of art. But you shouldn't swear, especially not in front of your uncles, unless it's Uncle Borg. He's inappropriate all the time.
But we let Uncle Borg swear on our program because we want you to know that that's what it means to be inappropriate.
That's right, and we trust you to make the right decision about what is or isn't appropriate.
We do. Now, Uncle B, I guess we're still on this stage. Is that where we're doing the show today?
That's right, this show is happening in an abandoned amphitheater in the middle of Rome.
Wow!
Or what's left of Rome, anyway. Right, Uncle Chunky? Oh, it's fun to laugh about the destruction of the entire planet.
As they say, when in Rome or nah.
Do they say that?
I think that's the popular phrase.
I've never heard you say that.
When in Rome or nah. We're in Rome.
Yeah, we are.
But we're not in Rome. But
All right.
one thing is true. You and I have a trench coat, or we owned one in a past life. Tell me about your trench coat, Uncle B.
Well, my trench coat is just about my most favorite possession in the entire world. I made it out of leather that I skinned from a cow.
Wow.
That's right, and then I dyed it with red stripes so that when I wear it, I feel like I'm going really fast.
It's a racing trench coat.
Sure is. I participated in the Uncle races back before the world ended.
Oh, wow. What place did you get?
Well, I didn't make it very fast, but I made it in Uncle time.
That's what counts.
That's what counts. Uncles gotta work together when they're racing, and they gotta participate in Uncle time.
You know what place I got the one time I participated?
What place, Uncle Chunky?
It was a nice little bungalow in the suburbs. Had a very pretty veranda and lovely interior design. I was gonna buy it for $600,000, but I was on the show Uncle House. And I found a great deal and got it for about $250,000.
I bet that was a pretty nice bungalow back before the world ended.
It was a great bungalow. And my trench coat, I used to wear it in that bungalow. I loved my trench coat. In fact, I loved it so much, it made me wonder why there weren't other trench things. Like, what about a trench boat? Or a trench comb? Or a trench coal?
Well, Uncle Chunky, what about trenches? That's the base root of trench things.
Whoa, that's very true. I think we need to give our viewers and listeners a lesson in Latin roots.
We are in Rome.
cool, the Latin root of trench coat is the word trench. Trench is a word that dates back to the early Roman times, back in BU, otherwise known as before uncles.
That's right. Trench is a word that literally means belonging to the brother of my dad.
Yes, and when people would wear trench coats, they became uncles. And as tradition stated, uncles, not necessarily having to wear trench coats, would eventually wear trench coats in order to signify their unclehood.
That's right. Fun fact, the trenches that were fought in World War II were called trenches because when the soldiers were in there, they would pray up to their uncles in hopes that they would survive. Most of them didn't.
It's true, and many of them were uncles. Let's have a moment of silence for all the uncles we've lost. The moment of silence begins now. That was a great moment of silence.
Sure hope you took the time to pay respect, boys and girls. Everyone knows an uncle that they've lost or knows someone with an uncle that they've lost.
It's very, very true. Oh, is that a knock?
Oh, I think it is. Let's see who's at the door.
Hi!
Oh,
Hi!
hey there.
Are you one of my uncles?
Oh.
I've lost my uncle.
Well, I sure am. I'm your Uncle B.
I'm Niece Gonads.
These gonads. Oh, it's so nice to meet you. Welcome to Uncle's Variety Hour.
It's great to see you.
Have you been living in Rome ever since the world ended?
No, I came here to search for my uncle.
What?
I actually live in a bungalow in the suburbs.
Oh my God. Is your uncle Uncle Chunky?
No, I live in a different bungalow in the
Oh,
suburbs.
I got confused. I assumed there was only one bungalow in all of the suburbs.
No, but I have to say, the veranda is beautiful and the interior design is really nice.
Well, that's great to hear. Maybe we can help you find your uncle. We're trying to find all the nieces and nephews that are left on the world so we can gather them up and give them to uncles at the Uncle Convention.
Oh, that sounds great. Well, the name of my uncle is Uncle. It's Uncle Porch.
Uncle Porch? Well, I can't say I know him, but I bet we can find him for you.
He's my favorite uncle. Let me tell you, when I was a little niece, my Uncle Porch would go up to me and say, "Hello, Niece Gonads." I'd never been acknowledged by anyone before.
Well, one of an uncle's most important job is acknowledging their nieces and nephews. It's important that they can recognize the fact that they exist.
I was very touched by his rhetoric. But then one day, I was sitting on my beautiful veranda, and I couldn't find my Uncle Porch.
Oh,
So I
no.
said, "Uncle Porch! Uncle Porch! Uncle Porch!"
Oh my God, Niece Gonad, are you okay?
Excuse me.
Are you sick?
I'm a little ill, but it's only because I have barely slept while searching for Uncle Porch.
Wow, you've been working really hard. You should be careful of yourself. You might
Well-
get a deathly illness.
It's only my top priority that I find Uncle Porch. He left his trench coat at home.
Well, we better get that trench coat to him right away. It's important for an uncle to always know where his trench coat is, otherwise he'll start to lose touch with what's important about being an uncle, which specifically is having a trench coat.
It's true. I'm glad that I brought it with me. It's in my sack.
Oh, you got in there, niece Gonad?
Well, I have several foodstuffs
Good.
and my socks.
Your socks. Are you wearing them?
I am not, but I'm fully aware.
That's important. Really important thing for a niece or a nephew to know. As all you little boys and girls out there would also know if you listened last week.
It's true. Now, here's what I want to do.
Yeah,
I
tell me.
want to blow the conch to see if my Uncle Porch will show up. And the conch's in my sack. So, what I want people to do, if anyone can hear me right now.
Well, we've got our studio audience right here.
Oh, well.
Oh my God, niece Gonad. You just coughed out one of your lungs.
Oh,
Oh God.
I'm near death.
Hang on, let me see if I can just shove that back inside you. Oh, it kind of flops around in there a little bit. But it
That's
should be
better. I want anybody who's here to chant with me in order to summon my magic conch so we can find Uncle Porch. The way to summon the conch is you chant the name of the owner of the conch, which is me, Niece Gonads, and then you chant the location of the conch, which is in Sac. So I want everybody to chant with me, Niece Gonads Sac.
Niece Gonad Sack.
Louder!
Niece Gonads, you have to chant with us. Niece Gonad Sack. Niece Gonad Sack. Niece Gonad Sack. Niece Gonads. Niece Gonads. Are you okay?
No, you fuckface!
What?
I'm dying!
But we're trying to help you, Niece Gonads. What can we do?
Take the conch!
I've got the conch.
And I want you to blow into it and say, Uncle Porch, try it!
All right, I'll do my best. Uncle Porch, where are you? Uncle Porch, where are
I'm
you?
dying!
Uncle Porch, where are you? Niece Gonads! Niece Gonads, it's me, it's your Uncle Porch.
Uncle Porch?
Oh, I'm so glad that I found you. I heard the call of my magic conch.
Where have you been?
Well, I've been up in space. When the world ended, I got scared and ran. I didn't know if I would ever find you again. And then I lost my trench coat, so I started losing my way. I didn't know how to be a proper uncle anymore.
You can never forget your trench coat. Here, I have it right here.
These gonads. These gonads. Yo, you look like you're dying. Here, let me wrap you in my trench coat. These gonads. These gonads. No. These.
I love my uncle.
Your uncle loves you. These gonads. These gonads. These gonads. Oh God, what? Oh, if only I had been here earlier.
Excuse me, can I comment for a minute?
Yeah?
I'm a member of the studio audience. Hi.
Studio audience, what's going on here?
You might know me from my chanting. I just like to comment and say, this seems incredibly absurd. You've been a very bad uncle.
Oh, how dare you? What is going on? What is the meaning of this?
I'm a member of the studio audience. I'm for Uncle's Variety Hour.
Uncle's Variety Hour. Oh, I've heard of this program.
But it's a pretty good program. I chant on it.
Is Uncle Chunky here?
Yeah, let me go get him. I'll go back to my seat now. Good to meet you, bad uncle.
Oh, bad uncle. I know a thing or two about bad uncles. Uncle Chunky, I say that you are the one who is a bad uncle.
Wow!
I've listened to your program in the past. All the nieces and nephews that you find run away and don't stay with you. You don't help them at all. You think you're showing off their special talents. All you're doing is trying to make yourself look better.
That's not true.
It is true.
That's not true.
Look, instead of trying to help my poor niece gonads here, you spend so much time trying to find me, trying to find an uncle. Uncles aren't important. What's important is the nieces and nephews.
I agree. The nieces and nephews deserve the most love possible
But
from us uncles.
you let her die. She's dead because of you. You could have helped her. You could have given her medicine.
That's not true. She traveled all over until she got to Rome. Or nah. And having a lack of sleep will do you in like that. By the time she reached us, it was already too late.
You don't know that.
I do. Try me.
I will.
Here, you can just pull the tab and press the button by my hip.
All right.
Uncle Chunky.
Oh, that was kind of fun. Let me do it again.
Uncle Chunky.
Let me try it again.
Uncle Chunky.
You know what, Uncle Chunky? You're all right. I had the wrong idea about you.
And you're all right too, Uncle Porch. I am sorry for your loss. Would you like to have a moment of silence for our fallen niece gonads?
I don't think a moment of silence would suit her. She was always so loud and full of life. I want to have a moment of very loud noises for her.
We can do that. The moment of very loud noises begins.
Ah! Wah! Ah! Wah! Oh! Ha! Oh! Ha!
Blah, blah,
Wah!
blah,
Oh!
blah,
Oh!
ha.
That suited her memory very well, I think.
I think we paid appropriate tribute.
We certainly did. Uncle Chunky, I think we got off on the wrong foot. Now, I think I heard something about an uncle convention.
Yes, we are trying to round up all of the uncles on Earth so we can have an uncle convention.
Well, seems like you've got your hand full already trying to gather up all the nieces and nephews. Perhaps you could let me take some of the burden. I could go around looking for the other uncles while you find the nieces and nephews.
We could do that. That would be great, Uncle Porch.
Oh, it's all I can do to help. I am so sorry for our earlier misunderstanding.
Well, you know, Uncle Porch, there is certainly no pressure if you change your mind later on.
Well,
And if we say, hey, is Uncle Porch still rounding up those uncles, or is he contemplating whether he should stop or not? Just know, Uncle Porch, that you can feel free to sit on it for a little while.
well, I do like sitting on my porch. At the very least, I'll find another uncle to run things for you if I don't. You might hear from a very different uncle from me next time you try to contact me.
Well, that sounds good, Uncle Porch. We appreciate it.
I'll let you go. It seems like you have a caller.
We do. Let us get this caller.
Farewell, Uncle Chunky.
Farewell. Hello?
Hello, you're on the air with Uncle's Variety Hour.
Hello, Uncle's Variety Hour. I'm very sad about niece gonads, so I was calling to pay my respects.
Well, that's very kind of you.
Very kind.
I was trying to be kind.
What is it
How
that
would you recommend?
Well, I was going to say, what is it that you remember most about gonads?
Niece gonads was a very nice niece. She exemplified the best of nieces for everyone.
That's very true. That's a good sentiment to have. Tell me, what's your name?
My name is Mabel, and I'm calling from North Carolina.
Oh, well, I'm glad that we're reaching you all the way out of North Carolina from Rome.
Or nah.
That's right.
Your station is very far-reaching. You'd be very surprised.
I guess so. We're reaching all of the nieces and nephews all over the world. Tell me, have you seen a globe before?
No, I've never seen a globe before. Where would I have seen one?
Perhaps at your public library before it was destroyed by apocalyptic fumes and radiation.
Really? What would that globe would have looked like?
Well, fun fact, the planet is actually a sphere, and a globe shows you what the surface of that sphere looks like. It shows land masses, it shows water, it says the names of continents and countries. They're really very informative.
Really? Does it show molecules?
Maybe not that much, but a special globe could.
Yeah, a molecube globe. Order one today. Or nah.
Maybe I will order one in honor of Miss Gonads. I'm very sad about her passing.
Well, actually, now that you mention it, if you go on the Space Channel website, you can buy a globe that shows molecules in memoriam for Niece Gonads. Just go to your search browser on your computer and type in the word gonads.
Well, thank you very much for the information. I should ask my mom before I go on the computer and order equipment without her permission.
You better ask your uncle.
Yeah.
That's true. But I suppose that I have an uncle, but I've never met him. How would I go about meeting him?
Well, we're having an uncle convention coming up soon. If you come, maybe we can match you up with your uncle.
Well, thank you very much. I will absolutely consider it.
And just remember, to order that globe, open up your search browser and type in the phrase gonads.
Well, thank you, Uncle Chunky and Uncle B. I really appreciate the information. I will go and do that now.
Well, thank you. Thanks for calling in to Uncle's Variety Hour.
Thank you, nasally friend.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye. Wow, it's great to profit off of the loss of a loved one.
It sure is.
Oh, hold on. We need to fix our microphone. Not all of the equipment works.
Just because the world is in disarray doesn't mean our tech should be.
No, it doesn't. Oh, I think, is it better now?
Maybe?
No.
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 No, it's not.
Oh.
No.
No. We're doing our absolute best, but it's not working. You know what? Maybe we can hold on to the microphone.
While you're working there, Uncle Chunky, this seems like a good time to cut to a commercial break. See you in a minute or two, boys and girls. Introducing the all-new molecular globe from Space Channel.
It's a globe.
See imperceptible details on the surface of the world. We'll show you each and every molecule that makes up the Earth, even after the world is destroyed.
You can purchase your globe for only $9.99. Globe $9.99 to buy your globe.
Tired of only seeing molecules on the surface of the globe? Buy the atomic globe, only from Space Channel. It's made out of exactly one atom. You can't see it without a high-powered microscope, but it's still only $9.99.
Only $9.99. Just go to spacechannel.com or go to your search browser and type in GoNads.
Uncles!
Wow, I think I'm gonna purchase one today.
I think I will too. I can't wait to pay my respects to niece Gomad in the form of monetary purchases.
Yeah, niece gonads and that Uncle Porch. He seemed like an interesting fellow.
I kind of thought that he was a prick at first, but he seems all right.
Yeah, hopefully he can help us round up the uncles, but he may have assumed an entirely different identity by the time we try to get in contact with him next.
Yeah, that was a really strange thing for him to say, but I guess we'll deal with it.
We will. Because on Uncle's Variety Hour, we deal with a lot of things,
And a lot of them are strange.
including the apocalypse.
Yup.
But we're still going, we're still cooking, we're still trucking,
And we're
We're
still
still
trying to fix our
blah.
microphone.
and it seems to be unscrewed.
Maybe we're screwed, Uncle
Maybe.
Chunky.
Let's talk to our stage crew technician. Hi, what's your name?
My name is Billy.
Hey, Billy. Thanks for helping out.
Are you a niece or nephew, or are you an uncle?
Why can't I be both?
Oh, well, that's a fair point. Every uncle was a niece or nephew at one time in their life,
That's
and most of them
true.
lose that identity afterwards, but you could still think of yourself that way.
I do have fond memories of the times before.
Huh. You know what? I do too. Thinking back to all those times with old Uncle Porkbelly.
Yeah, all those times. I remember his big burps, and I remember him saying, "Hey, Uncle Chunky, you can burp like me someday. All you have to do is inhale pounds of raw meat."
Yup, I remember it like it was happening in a reenactment right now.
Hey, Uncle Chunky, it's me, your Uncle Pork Belly.
Hi, I'm Uncle Chunky.
Well, do you remember what I told you all those years ago?
Yeah, you told me that I could burp like you if I inhaled a gallon of raw meat.
Yes, that is exactly what I said. But I am here to tell you that I'm revising my statement.
Really?
Yes, because when I told you that you needed to inhale a gallon of raw meat, I was actually wrong.
Oh,
It's 2 gallons.
2 gallons? Well, Uncle Porkbelly, I don't know if I can handle inhaling all that raw meat.
Oh, I think you'll be okay. All that's gonna happen, it might feel a little slimy at first. You might feel a little gooshy. Have you ever felt a little gooshy, Uncle Chunky?
I feel pretty gushy all the time. That's how I learned how to live my life from you, Uncle Porkbelly.
Well, let me tell you something, Uncle Chunky. You are gonna feel a little gooshy, and then your belly is gonna go splooshy in the form of a nice, great big burp.
Gushy and splooshy.
So let's try a little something. I got this
Sure.
big tub of raw pigs and raw deer
Woo.
and raw crab cake.
All right, let's start inhaling, I guess.
All right, what do you want to inhale first? The pigs, the deer, or the crab cake?
Well, I always liked pigs because they remind me of you because you have pork in your name.
Oh, wow. I thought that you did get a lot of the genes from me. In fact, though, I prefer the crab cake.
But, Uncle Porkbelly, none of your genes fit me. You're too large and voluminous.
Fair enough. I just need to burp some more. Am I right?
Wow, that was a great burp, Uncle Porkbelly.
Well, I thank you, my young protege, my little chunk smith.
Oh, I love when you call me that.
So little boy, so little Uncle Man, so little creature thing.
Yeah, big uncle guy, big large uncle monster creature thing.
Let us inhale some of this pork and some of this deer and some of this crab cake.
Oh boy, let's do it.
We're gonna do it on the count of twice.
Okay.
All right. So, uno, dos, arriba, trois.
How do I know when I've gotten to 2 gallons, Uncle Pork Belly?
Oh, just keep going. You'll know. You'll know. Go get some of that crab cake over there. Oh, yes. Go, keep going. Look at the crab cake. You are really, really enjoying the crab cake. I can see you starting to balloon up.
I've learned from you. Crab cake is so good when you inhale it.
All right, now I want you to rear back. I want you to rear back, and then on the count of twice, so you're going to let out a huge ass burp. All right. Uno, dos, arriba, twice. You really are one of mine. You really are.
Wow, Uncle Pork Belly, I can't wait till I think back to this moment in the future.
That was a great memory.
Sure was. I miss Uncle Pork Belly. I wonder what he's doing now.
Maybe we can try and find him and see if he'll come on our program.
Maybe Uncle Porch or one of his other uncles that he finds to replace him will find him and he could come to the Uncle Convention.
That would be really, really great.
Really, really great.
Meeting all of the uncles at the convention.
Every single uncle in the world in one place at one time. Nothing bad could happen if that happened.
No way! It would be so much. Oh, I'm just getting sleepy and I want to have sweet dreams about the Uncle Convention.
Me too. Maybe it's about time that we have a break so we can have a nap full of sweet uncle dreams.
Yeah, I'm just gonna pull out my trench coat and I'm gonna put it down on the ground as a blanket. And, ooh, look at that. It's a little piece of the crab cake that I burped up all those years ago.
Wow, amazing that it stayed in your system after all this time.
Yeah, I can still taste it. But it's nap time now.
Nap time.
So, when we come back to Uncle's Variety Hour, maybe we'll meet some other nieces or nephews.
I sure hope we do.
And maybe we'll meet Uncle Pork Belly and tell him about the Uncle Convention.
Maybe. It would be really nice to see him after all this time.
It would be really, really great. And let's see, what is going to be our break music?
Looks like we've got a nice little song from Space Channel talking about their molecular globe.
Oh, wow! I can't wait to hear it.
Well, here we go. Thanks for listening, boys and girls. We'll be back in a couple minutes on
Uncle's Variety Hour.
Meanwhile, in the lair of the nefarious Dr. Dad. That was good. Good evil laugh practice. What do you think, my henchman?
I do think that it's a really good thing, Dr. Dad. I am very excited to see your evil plans work out.
Oh, yes. Oh, you could use some more clang. Clang, my henchman.
Sorry, I'm working on my catchphrase. I'm more of a catch laugh.
That's
Maniacal sounds.
It's important to be able to brand yourself in today's fast-paced society of evil.
Oh, I ought to know how to brand myself. I just took a hot spoke to my nipple.
Oh, well, that could really go over in the evil community. You could be known as the guy who stabs himself.
No, I branded myself.
Oh, well, you could be the guy with brands all over his body.
Hem, hem, hem.
Clang, clang, clang. Oh, Clang. I've got to say, my heart's not in the evil today. I've been doing my evil laugh practices in an attempt to cheer myself up. I gotta say, the evil plans are actually not working out very well.
Why is that, Dr. Dad?
Well, it's those dastardly dunkles. They're just, I can't handle them. They're so inane. They're so silly and dumb.
If we were to give them an IQ test, and we found that they scored sufficiently low and wanted to create a pun of sorts, we would call them dunkles.
Well done,
Hem,
Clang.
hem, hem.
You'll make a proper evil henchman yet.
How are we going to get to the dunkles,
Well,
Dr.
I
Dad?
just don't know. I can't get close to them or their stupidity messes with my brain.
I have an idea, and you can tell me if it's a good one.
Well, I'm anxiously awaiting what you have to say, but Clang, I have to say, your last idea wasn't very good.
Well, this one is very good.
It better not involve pudding this time.
No. Hem, hem, hem.
All right, Clang.
All right, let me give you the idea.
Lay it on me, Clang.
So, we pretend to be tailors at a fancy suit shop, and the uncles come in with their suits, and we fix the suits so they are the correct length of leg and arm. Except they are not the correct length, but they're permanently altered. Hem, hem, hem.
Fool,
Hem,
Clang.
hem, hem, hem.
Clang, stop your silly, not good evil laugh. You need a proper evil laugh. First off, you need a proper evil laugh like this.
Let me try. Hem, hem, hem.
Oh, Clang, clang, clang. Second off, your plan is bogus. Your plan is bogus, Clang. Uncles don't wear suits. Everyone knows they wear trench coats.
Aha! What if we did the same thing, but with trench coats? Hem, hem, hem.
Wait a minute, Clang. What if we did the same thing, but with trench coats?
That's a brilliant idea. We will just make the appropriate alterations. Hem, hem, hem.
But, oh God, Clang, you and your bogus puns. Hem, like what you do with the suit, I can't handle it.
No, that was just my laugh. I wasn't making a pun, I promise.
I can't handle stupidity. It drives me mad.
Oh, hoo, hem.
Clang.
Yes, Dr. Dad.
Clang, how long have we known each other?
Well, it brings me back. It makes me think of the early years.
The early years, back before the end of the world.
Yes, back when you were just a dad.
Just Mr. Dad.
You were just a dad, and you were going to a close friend's wedding, and you were going to wear a tuxedo.
I was.
And I was just a lowly worker at the tuxedo shop.
And I went in and had you hem my suit.
Hem, hem, hem.
I was so impressed with your hemming. Oh, back before the evil days, I never knew that we would be partners in evil.
I never knew, Dr. Dad, but I am so happy with the outcome.
Clang, the reason I bring this up is, I just don't know if I'm cut out for evil.
Oh, don't say that, Dr. Dad.
You knew me before.
You are cut out for evil, and you have the appropriate alterations. Hem, hem, hem.
Clang, I'm going to tell you one more time. If you make another hem pun, I'm going to throw you in the vat of boiling piranhas.
Oh. Let me clear my throat. Hem, 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 hem.
I'm going to let that one slide because of our past. Now, Clang, you knew me before I was evil. Was that... Did I err in trying to become a dastardly supervillain?
I don't think so whatsoever. I think you made the correct choice.
It was just that wedding. Oh, that wedding changed everything.
It's true, but you know what it didn't change? The length of the sleeves of your tuxedo.
Clang, I
Hem,
told
hem,
you!
hem.
Clang! Ah, fetch the pot of boiling piranhas, Clang! I'm going to throw you in it.
Okay, if you say so. Here it is. Listen to the piranhas chop.
Clang, these piranhas aren't boiling at all. It's more like a simmer.
Okay, let me turn up my, we don't have burners because it is the end of the world, so we are using a hot plate. I'm going to turn on my hot plate.
Hot plate.
Hot plate.
Well, I think this will take a while, so it seems like as good of a time as any to reminisce with a story.
I guess so.
It was that damned wedding. Oh, my brother's wedding. Getting married. Ugh. To Mrs. Mom.
Mrs. Mom.
It should have been me and her, Clang. Mr.
She-
Dad and Mrs. Mom. It just makes sense.
She was and remains to this day smoking hot.
Smoking. She's gorgeous. Oh, those goddamn tits of hers.
Oh, yes.
Could have buried my face in them.
She had the most girthy dingle.
Oh, a dingle. What a dingle it was. Oh, but no, she had to go with Brother Dad. Couldn't have me.
Brother Dad, and he did not even go to graduate school and earn his PhD.
He doesn't even have a master's. He has an associate's.
Oh.
What could she have seen in him? Oh.
Well, perhaps she really wanted you, but he was a close enough associate.
Clang! You're lucky these piranhas aren't boiling yet.
Nope, a hot plate takes a long time to begin
I
boiling.
suppose it's back to the story then. Oh, she married Brother Dad, and they were going to have such a happy life together. They're going to have kids, but that would have made me an uncle. I couldn't stand it. All those God's damned foolish, stupid dumbcles.
You've never wanted to be an uncle.
Never.
Never?
Well, maybe for a time, maybe for a little while. I had an uncle once, you know.
Oh. Is this about Uncle Pickles?
Uncle Pickles. Oh, how I looked up to him.
Oh, Uncle Pickles.
you-
I remember you used to tell me about Uncle Pickles.
He was my everything. He took care of me. He fed me. He clothed me. He showed me how to use a spatula. Gods, I owe everything to him.
Oh, Uncle Pickles.
Uncle Pickles.
Uncle Pickles. Uncle Pickles.
Until that day.
Ooh.
That day.
Hello, Nephew Dad.
Hi, Uncle Pickles.
Well, now, Nephew Dad, I
Yeah?
want you to know that I love you very, very much.
Well, I love you too, Uncle Pickles. Can we go play in the park?
Well, I have something I must tell you.
Is it how much you love me? 'Cause I love you, Uncle Pickles.
It is actually something rather tangential.
Like a line going across a circle?
Well, not quite. Actually,
Oh.
a
Damn
little,
it, I just
a li-
can't get
a little bit
puns.
different.
I don't understand how puns work. I never can make them right.
Well, I hope that is not your permanent state. I hope that someday a alteration could be made so that you can
wait,
understand
no.
puns.
My
Hem.
permanent state is California? Damn it!
Well, let me tell you what I've been meaning to tell you. Now, my nephew Dad.
Yeah, Uncle Pickles?
Know that I love you very much, but I must go.
Go where? Why would you have to leave me ever? I thought we were gonna stay together forever.
Well, I was thinking the same thing, but, nephew Dad, as you know from your good old Uncle Pickles, sometimes things go ajar.
Oh, you're so good at puns, Uncle Pickles.
Yes, and it appears that my time, pickling is nearly up. I'm brazen in the brine,
Oh, these are all really good.
and soon I am going to have to leave. I'm going to have to leave you. I'm going to have to leave your parents. I'm going to have to leave my uncles.
Wait, but will you tell me, like, if there was a line before me, and then I was really, like, sexually excited, and then it was like a beer, but then shorter, would you cucumber?
I don't think you're quite tailored to
Damn it.
puns yet.
I feel like that's a reference to something I don't understand yet.
Someday you will understand.
But-
My young, precious.
Well, hang
Nephew
on, Uncle
Dad.
Pickles. Are you leaving now? Where are you going?
I am going. It's hard for me to say this, but I am going above.
Above? Like,
I am
you're
going.
to space?
I am going to TGI Fridays.
That's not really above.
It is above.
When will you be back? Like, are you just gonna be gone for? Wait, are you gonna be gone for Friday? Was that? Did I do it? Did I do the thing?
Not quite.
Damn
I
it.
think you're almost. You're trying a little too hard to almost poke at the pun. You're.
Dumb,
By
so
doing by
stupid.
by
I'm
by
dumb, stupid,
needling
idiot,
it,
dumb
by being so
dad.
specific and needling it, you're not quite getting the point.
I'm needling it. So what? Was it? Aw.
Nem.
Never get this. I'm so dumb and stupid.
Nephew
dumb,
Dad.
Stupid.
Nephew Dad, I'm going to the great TGI Fridays in the sky. I cannot tell you why. It may be a synonym for having to die. But my great, lovely nephew, as well as a great, lovely guy, I hope you will understand why.
But I don't, because you won't tell me.
Well, I think that certain exceptions to the tell-all rule apply. And someday, if you are eating a TGI Fridays sandwich on rye, you will know that on you is my eye.
That wasn't a pun. It was just a series of rhymes. You know what? I hate you, Uncle Pickles. I hate you.
It's time
Your
for me to go
puns
now.
And your spatula, and I hate all uncles.
Nephew
I
Dad,
hate them.
I love you.
I hate you. You
Hem.
stupid dumbcle.
Hem. Whoosh. I have disappeared.
I hate them. They're all so dumb and stupid and idiots. They're dumb, stupid, idiot dumbcles. Wait, dumbcle? That's a pun! I did it! I made a pun! Oh, I'm going to remember this day for the rest of my life!
Oh, Uncle Pickles.
And ever since then, I've hated uncles and everything they stand for. Their spatulas and their trench coats, and their remembering whether or not they're wearing socks. Am I wearing socks right now? I don't even know! I'm just wearing these heavy metal boots.
You have also become fantastic at making puns ever since.
Well, maybe, but I've moved on. Now I'm all about revenge.
I think you've finally gotten a feel for them, and you've gotten the right measurements.
Clang? You're
Yes.
acting very fishy right now. I'm gonna dump you in these piranhas when they're done boiling, damn it! Oh, I just hate uncles. I hate them. And then the wedding. Mrs.
And then
Mom.
the wedding. That was a real low point for you.
Very low point. I thought I could handle it. I thought I could see my brother going off with the love of my life. I saw him there, standing. Me, the best man, having to be all happy for him. Bear the ring. I couldn't bear to see it. Get it? See? Bear? Yeah. Oh, Mrs. Mom. They were so happy together. I almost could take it. Until I found out that she was pregnant. I would have been an uncle. I couldn't have it. I couldn't stand it. Oh, that's so stupid and dumb and idiots. Oh. And I killed her. I killed my pregnant sister-in-law. And Brother Dad just watched. He was right there. So close to him, but he couldn't do anything. I tied him up. Made him watch. Oh, that was a bad day. The wedding was bad, this was worse. And there was no turning back. Nothing I could do. I was destined for a life of evil. You can't come back after that. I probably would have been arrested if the world hadn't conveniently ended shortly after that. I wish I could claim to have something to do with that. That would be the ultimate evil. The big one. Destroy the world. That's what every evil villain wants to do. End the world. Rule the ashes. But no. It ended. It just ended. And there I was in the rubble. There I was. No one around. Just me. And my memories. Clang. Clang, please stop farting. Clang. This is a really tender moment for me. Clang. I can't. Take the boiling piranhas away. Take them.
I'll take them away. I'm moving them away. All right. Excuse me.
All alone. Until Clegg found me. Close to death myself, just like the rest of the world. I almost let it take me. Trapped beneath the rubble. I was so ready to let go. I would have seen Mrs. Mom again. But Clang found me. Got me up. Dug me out of the rubble. Brought me here. To this lab. Ugh. If you can call call it that, the remnants. What was once a lab. And he took care of me. He really did. Gods, what would I have done without him? I'd be dead. I would be dead. But would I have been better off? Would that have been better? The world has ended. Why shouldn't I?
Dr. Dad!
Clang.
It's not Clang.
Who is there? Who is in my lab?
I think you know. Take a look at these titties.
This is Mom. Oh my. Oh, what? Where did you? I killed you. I murdered you. I stabbed you with a knife 20 times.
Oh, I just got an operation to make these bigger. That's all. That's the only change you see.
You're real. You're here in front of me.
Feel them.
Oh my God, they're enormous.
Don't you like the way they feel?
I do. I'm just confused.
Well, I just want you to know that I meant to choose you,
Really?
but at the time, my tits were so big that they obscured my vision,
So big.
and I thought that I was going for you, but in fact, it was your damn brother.
My God damn brother.
He didn't even love these tits.
How could he not love those tits? God,
They're
look at them.
great tits.
Oh, they're perfect.
Take another feel.
I haven't stopped.
Oh, I miss your hands on these tits.
Oh, I miss your tits under these hands.
I miss my tits on your fingertips.
Just tits on tip action.
I miss your tips on my tits.
How can you be here? Stop the music. How can you be here? This doesn't make any sense.
Dr. Dad, are you okay?
Oh, Clang, yeah.
You appear to be.
I was just practicing my evil yelling. Oh, you're here. This is crazy. I'm evil.
Ah, I see. You looked very evil during that, it looked like you were trying to feel boobed, but no one was there.
I was practicing my strangling. I was grabbing at the air as though that my enemy were in front of me with their neck in my hand, and oh, God, Clang, what's the use? I can't lie to you.
Nope, I need to know your true size.
Oh, Clang! I'm gonna make you eat radioactive bear shit or something. Find a way to punish you.
Dr. Dad, if you're ever going to take down these uncles, you need to make fewer empty threats.
You're right. Gotta do something. Those uncles don't take me seriously.
No, not at all. Remember you said one of them just was telling an awful story,
It was
and that's all
awful.
it took?
Inane. Pointless. That had no structure. Just everything about them is completely structureless.
I don't know. Post-apocalypse, we seem to be delving into the avant-garde, and although some people might think that that's not good for conventional means of storytelling, I think others would argue that having certain alternative narratives makes the rhetoric of storytelling in the lived human experience interesting.
What?
Cultural appropriation.
Just because the world is destroyed doesn't mean our sense of story has to be. God, you need a narrative. You need plot. You need a beginning, middle, and end, or else it's pointless. It can't possibly have any meaning.
The world is in disarray, and so is our narrative arc.
It shouldn't be. How can someone get any meaning if no forethought is put into it?
Have you ever consulted with a publisher about these qualms you're having?
A publisher. I don't have time for storytelling. I'm an evil villain. I shouldn't even be worrying about this.
You need to start acting like an evil villain, Dr. Dad. I want to see you be the evil villain that I knew all those years ago.
Right!
I didn't just pick you up from the rubble so you could be grasping at tits that do not exist. I want you to be grasping at real tits of real people.
Not just tits, throats. I should be practicing my strangling clang so that I can strangle those dumbkels. But how? I can't get close to them. If only there was some way that all the uncles in the world would be in one place at one time so that I could do something bad to them.
I wonder, Dr. Dad, how could we get all the uncles in one place?
Radio, turn on. Well, we're back on Uncle's Variety Hour.
That was a great nap.
Sorry for the long break, but we had some really nice dreams about uncles. Speaking of uncles, I hope all the uncles out there are ready for the Uncle Convention. You know, the time when we're going to have all the uncles in the world gather in one place, unprotected, unassuming, not having any clue that anything bad could happen to them. Because what bad could possibly happen? There's no threats to us out in the world.
Yeah, we already reached our existential low point with the end of the world.
We sure did. No worse could ever come of us.
No way. And remember, the Space Channel will be broadcasting the Uncle's Convention when we have a date set and a venue set.
The entire convention will be completely live on Uncle's Variety Hour.
And we're very excited, but we need to pick a venue. Before we can even pick a date, I think it's important that we search around to find the place where we can fit all the uncles, or even if there was a niece or nephew who could help us find one and had expertise or just a casual interest in real estate.
If only we could find a niece or nephew like that.
Yeah, if only. Oh, is that a knock at our stage?
Sounds like it. Let's see who's under it.
Oh.
Zip, stage, lift up.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi, who are you?
Well, hey there. I'm Nephew Peters.
Hi, Nephew Peters. I'm Uncle Chunky.
Well, hey there, Uncle Chunky.
Have you heard of our program, Uncle's Variety Hour?
I sure have. I've been sleeping under this stage for the past couple hours, and so bits of your words have come into my dreams. I had a really weird dream about uncles and a spirit, and maybe someone died in my dream.
Oh, you know what? Someone died in real life.
Well, that would explain my dream. Wow.
We also did a flashback where I learned to burp from my Uncle Porkbelly.
Wow, I sure wish I could learn how to burp from an uncle.
Well, if there's one thing that we can teach you, it's how to burp. And if there's one thing maybe you could teach us...
Yeah? Oh, well, I have a special skill that I'd love to show off on your program.
Oh, that would be great.
See, I know all about large empty spaces.
Wow. That seems perfectly tailored to our needs.
Wow, that's a crazy coincidence.
Yeah, it's like we can have this Uncle's Convention with our nephew Peters, who's going to help us set this all into place, not to be altered.
That's right. I'll discuss the details of the exact location of the Uncles Convention so that all the uncles in the world can gather in one place.
Ahem. In one place on the date that we specify.
That's right. We'll have an exact date when all the uncles will be in one place. And we're going to tell you about it, or I'm going to talk to you about it.
But first, let's just quickly teach you how to burp.
That sounds great.
So here's what we're going to do. First, I want you to open wide.
I'm opening. I'm open.
Open wide.
Wide.
Now I want you to look inside.
Oh.
Now I want you to pretend that you're Welsh.
Okay.
And then let out the belch.
Belch.
Wow, you're already a natural.
Wow, I feel so happy that you told me how to do that.
Let's just review the steps for any Space Channel viewers who might be interested. Step 1, open
And
wide. Step 2, look inside. Step 3, pretend to be
you're
Welsh. And step 4, make the belch.
Wow, thank you so much.
And thank you, Nephew Peters, for your specialty with large empty spaces of land.
Well, let me tell you, there's a very interesting, wide open, empty space of land in America.
Wow, I haven't been to America since the last time I was in America.
Me neither, but I know about a very special, wide open space. In fact, it used to be, before the world ended, a football stadium.
Wow.
It could fit hundreds and thousands of people, especially uncles and their nieces and nephews, in one easy, convenient, accessible place.
That would be perfect. I remember football.
I never really liked it, to be honest, but it's a sport.
Yeah, I sometimes didn't think it was quite a sport. I thought some players were more reckless than others and didn't necessarily act like they were athletes. But that being said, I have very fond memories of football, and I think putting all of the uncles in a football stadium would be really great. Sorry, I'm just still waking up from my nap.
Wow, seems like you could use another nap.
Yeah, let me take a quick power nap, and we can take a quick commercial break, and then we'll see.
We'll see.
Quick commercial break.
Do you want to reminisce about the old days back before the world ended?
Yeah, and do you want to join your fellow uncles at a convention?
There's a great uncle convention coming up in an old, destroyed, abandoned football stadium.
It's gonna be really great. Admission is only $9.99.
Well, that's crazy. How can we do a deal like that? Only $9.99.
It's very cheap, and if you bring another uncle, they can get admission for only $9.99.
$9.99. That's crazy. crazy talk.
That's an amazing deal. Admission for $9.99 and bring another uncle and they get admission for only $9.99.
Bring all your uncles. We're trying to get all the uncles in one place all over the world together in
We're trying
one
to
place.
round them up.
Round 'em
get
up.
them together.
Put 'em
Have
together.
some fun.
Have
Make some
great
rock and
uncle,
roll.
Uncle fun.
Uncle fun.
Uncles.
Date to be decided. $9.99.
That was a great power nap.
Oh, Uncle Chunky, I'm awake now too. I had another nap. I was
Well-
napping. Just having a nap, sleeping.
It was really great to meet Nephew Peters.
Sure was. I wonder where he got off to. Maybe we'll see him again someday.
Yeah, maybe. We might need his help in terms of organizing the Uncle's Convention. You know, when you book a space like that, there are a lot of different stipulations.
That's true, and his expertise on empty spaces could be invaluable to us.
It could very well be. But until then, I guess we just need to keep rounding up nieces and nephews to help us find their uncles.
Sure, it's a shame that Nephew Peters left, because we could have rounded up and sent him over to Uncle Borg.
Yeah, if only. Maybe we'll get in touch with Uncle Borg next week.
Maybe once we have some nephews and nieces to find, we can check in with him at our food dump, see how he's doing.
Yeah. I think it would also be a great idea if every uncle brought their trench coat to the Uncle's Convention, or if they don't have one, they should acknowledge that they owned one in a past life.
Because all uncles must have had done that.
Yeah.
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 Oh, it's been great reminiscing about the trench coats. I was considering buying a new one before the world ended.
It's too bad there's nowhere we can get a trench coat anymore.
It's true, I'm just stuck with my original trench coat and all of the unfortunate stains that accompany it.
Yeah. It is a shame when your trench coat gets stained, but uncles like to work hard and play hard, boys and girls. Sometimes their trench coats can get stained.
It's true. Being an uncle is no easy job.
Sure isn't.
There's pain, there's stains. Sometimes you even have to use your authoritative abilities.
That's right, boys and girls. It's really important. We gotta keep you little boys and girls in line. We're not trying to harsh your mellow or keep you down like your dad does. We just want to make sure that you're safe.
Yeah, we just want to keep you safe and love you with the passion and strength of all the uncles in the world combined.
We care about you a lot, and we would never, ever, ever think of leaving you behind to go to the great TGI Fridays in the sky. That would be a really rude thing to do. That's something that only an uncle that didn't care about their nephew would do.
It's very, very true.
Very true.
The promise of endless appetizers in the sky is tempting,
Very enticing.
but there's so much more to do on Earth, even after the world has ended.
Having a niece or nephew is like having an endless appetizer of love with you at all time, and there's free refills.
Yeah. On that note, I think we should give our plugs before we say goodnight to all the Space Channel viewers.
I think that's right.
So what are your plugs, Uncle B?
Well, my plug for tonight goes out to the Space Channel executives. They worked really hard at giving us that award last time, even though it turned out to be only giving Roadhead. But I still like to thank them for all their great products, helping us more niece gonads, helping us organize the Uncle Convention. They're doing a really great job, and we owe them a lot here at Uncle's Variety Hour. Thanks, Space Channel. Come on and flannel.
Welcome to Space Channel.
What's your plug, Uncle Chunky?
Well, I would like to give my plug to the very first uncles. Do you remember their names?
Uncle Charleston was one.
Uncle Charleston and
Uncle
Uncle
Snooze
Snooze
was the other. They were great
Yes,
uncles.
They were really great uncles. And as Uncle Snooze would say, motherfucker.
Yup, and as Uncle Charleston would say, shit damn, we owe you, original uncle motherfucker.
It's important to never forget where we came from. We came from other aunts and uncles.
That's right.
And they came from other aunts and uncles. And at some point, we weeded our way all the way up to the first uncles.
Yep, and maybe some of those first uncles were us in past lives with their trench coats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I give a plug too?
All right, come on.
Well, I'd like to give a real quick plug to the studio audience of Uncle's Variety Hour, because when they start chanting, I just get so excited, and I have to join in.
Yeah.
I just have to join in.
You know what? Let's do a chant for the audience.
All right.
Audience.
Audience. Audience.
Audience. Oh, sorry.
Oh, we were gonna. That's fine. You know what?
It's a bit,
This one is for you, so it's fine.
No, okay. I'm just gonna go back to my seat now. I'm back. I'm sitting down. You can turn the camera away from me. I'm not I'm not doing anything anymore.
Camera, zoom in.
Stop, please. I'm not. I don't. I've already had
Close
my
up.
attention on this
Directly
program.
on his face.
Oh no, I have not.
360
I
spin.
have not washed my face today, and my hair
out.
is in disarray.
Zoom back in. Zoom in even more.
Oh, that's a very unfortunate
Extra
angle.
zoom.
Oh, my fourth chin.
Zoom in so far you can see the atomic globe making up your face.
Wow, I never knew my face looked like that.
Now you know. Zoom out. Well, I
Wow.
think it's about time that we wrap things up here tonight. Boys and girls, thanks for tuning in, as always.
Thank you so much, ladies, gentlemen, space people.
So much. We really depend on you listeners to keep this program going, and we're trying to do a service here.
Yeah, keep tuning in every Monday from 8 to
Nope.
from 9 to
Nope.
from 9:30
Wait, no.
from 10
Yeah.
p.m.
Yep.
to midnight.
That's right.
It is your support we depend on. In order to put this Uncle's Convention together, it's going to cost a lot of money. So we may need to hold a fund drive on Uncle's Variety Hour where we can help you and you can help us by giving us funds.
Sure can. We really need your help. We really do.
We do, and we look forward to the adventures that are to come.
We sure do. Well, that's all from us. Thanks for tuning in. This, as always, has been Uncle's Variety Hour. Radio turn off. Clang! Did you hear that? An Uncle Convention.
That sounds like the perfect opportunity.
All the uncles in the world gathered in one place.
Don't you mean all the dumpcles?
Ah, you're right. I missed my little catchphrase pun thing. Oh, that's why I keep you around, Clang.
Well, it appears, Dr. Dad, that we have our work set out for us.
All right, you wanna get something to eat?
That sounds great.
All right, great. Yeah, let's. I was thinking we can try to just scavenge through. Maybe there's a dump around. We could.
That sounds like a plan.
All right, great. Well, we'll reconvene. I gotta get shoes on. And...
Okay, go get your shoes on.
All right.
I'm going to go get my shoes on as well.
All right, great. Yeah.
I'll
we'll
see
be
you
back?
soon. Yeah, we'll be back eventually.
All right. Well, we'll see you. I'll see you next time.
Hem, hem, hem.